Hello children, today we are here for our English class of class 4. Here we have a poem and a prose. The name of the poem is Hiawatha and the name of the prose, The Scholar's Mother Tongue. So, are you all ready with your book? Yes. Take your book, page number 108. Can we all read the text? Yes. Or you can listen to me. Hiawatha. Then the little Hiawatha learned of every bird its language, learned their names and all their secrets, how they built their nests in summer, where they hid themselves in winter, talked with them whenever he met them, called them Hiawatha's chickens. Now, turn to the next page, 109. Of all beasts, he learned the language, learned their names and all their secrets, how the beavers built their lodges, where the squirrels hid their acorns, how the reindeer ran so swiftly, why the rabbit was so timid, talked with them whenever he met them, called them Hiawatha's brothers. Children, when I read, I hope you understood the poem. Here we have a boy called Hiawatha. He is a Red Indian boy. He lived with his grandmother. Her name was Nokomis, in a wigwam. Nokomis taught Hiawatha about the wonders around them. She told him about the stars, the trees, the insects, the birds, the animals and many other things. Hiawatha grew up to love them all. He could speak to the birds and animals, and they too. Some of you also do the same, isn't it? You all love your pets, and some of you talk with your pets, isn't it? And some of you have the ability to understand your pet's language too. Now, we will move on to the next activity. After the poem, you have some activities after your poem. Now, take page 110. You have some task. So, the first task is reading is fun. You have few questions. So, as I read the question, you will be able to answer. Yes. Who was Hiawatha? Yes, you know the answer. Hiawatha was a little red Indian boy. Who was Nokomis? You know the answer. Yes, Nokomis was his old grandmother. Third question, what did he learn about the birds? What did he learn about the birds? He knew their languages and secrets. He knew where they hid their nuts, how they build their nests in summer, and how they hide themselves in winter. You got the answer right? Yes, we will go to the next question, fourth question. What secrets did he learn about bees? Hiawatha learned the language of bees. He learnt many things about them, about their names, their secrets, their lodges, how they build their lodges, and where the squirrels hide their eggs, and how the reindeer ran so swiftly, and how the rabbit was timid. Hope you understood the poem and answered according to that. Yes. Now, we will move on to the next activity. Let us listen. In page 110, you have a picture where you can see a boy and a girl sitting. You can see the girl whispering something in his ears, isn't it? You see the picture there. And now you have to whisper a secret to your partner, and he in turn will whisper a secret in your ear, and then you have to say it aloud. This is one of the activity which you can do on your own. Children, turn on the page 211. You have a similar task as the previous of that. It's called as Chinese whisper. Yes, did you see that? Yes, you have to sit in a circle and you have to whisper. The first person had to whisper a secret to the person who is sitting to his right, and the next person will whisper the same thing to his person who is sitting in the right. Like this, the activity should continue, and the last person should tell out aloud about the secret. So now sitting in group is not permitted, isn't it? So you can do this task later in page 111 down. Let's talk. Do you think that Hiawatha liked learning new languages? Yes, in the poem we saw that Hiawatha was trying to learn the language of the birds and animals. So your answer should be yes. Next, we have a question. Hiawatha called the birds chickens and the bees brothers. What do you think this shows? This shows that how he loved these birds and animals and how he considered them as his own family members, right? You can write the answers in the space given below. Do you know the secret language of any animal? If you know, you can please write there. Tell the class about it. You can discuss this activity in the class. So you can make a note of it. Now we have another activity on page 112 where you have to repeat the words after me. Squirrel, quarrel, queen, quick, quilt, quilt, quiet, quality. So we are using certain words that begins with H sound. So you must have seen some words in the poem. Now we have some words which has H sound. Hat, house, hen, hide, horse, heart, hand, etc. Now make a pair of words, one a describing word and one a naming word. You have some words there. Happy Hiawatha, hungry hippopotamus, high horse, heavy hand. We have, you can see some pictures there where you can see a hippopotamus having a hat on the head. Have you seen a hippopotamus in a hat? If yes, you can write S. If it is no, you can mention it as no. Okay. B, a hen in a beehive. You can write your own answer there. C, a helicopter with hair. Have you seen a helicopter with hair? Yes, if it must be no. D, a horse drink honey. Write your answer there. Next, you have an activity called Let's Share. You have to write a poem and you have to share that activity with your friends. Now, you will learn the poem. You have seen what all Hiawatha was doing. You can write a story on your own and you can give them a name. The story should start like, once upon a time there was a boy called. You can give your favorite name, your friend's name or anybody's name, and you have to write a story. So this will be a home task. We will move on to the next task, page 113. Here we have to write, it is a writing task. You can see a picture there where children, you can find children sitting there in the park and talking to different animals and birds. You have to write 4 sentences about the picture. Use the clues from the poem and write 4 sentences one by one. Then you can color the pictures. This is a home task which you can do it later. We will move on to page 114 where we have 2 questions. Where do the following live? Do you know where the birds live? Yes, you are right. They live in the nest. Rabbits live in burrow. Yes, you are right. Beavers live in, I think you will not know the answer, lodges. Yes, you can write the answers in the dashes there. We have 2 more questions there on page 117. Describe Hiawatha, his home and friends in 10 lines. So, we have already seen so many informations. Keeping those information, you have to write about Hiawatha, you have to describe about Hiawatha, and I hope you can do it as your home task. You have question 4, what did Hiawatha love? In the poem, we have seen that Hiawatha loved to know many languages of birds and animals. He also loved to know their secrets, and he was little curious to know where they hide the nuts and how they build their nests. So, this you can write it there, and now we will move on to page 115. You have a interesting task where you have to match column A with column B and make it as a complete sentence. Are you all ready? In column A, we have 3 words: whenever, whoever, wherever. So, in column B, you have 3 words: I go, I have friends, I am hungry, I eat, come first wins. Now, make some meaningful sentence and write the column down. Shall we check the answer? Whenever I am hungry, I eat. Whoever comes first wins. Wherever I go, I have friends. Okay. Hope you have completed the task along with me. Yes. Now, we have another activity where you have to put the appropriate words from the box. You have some words in the box: my, his, he, your. So, have a pencil with you. As we read, we can do this activity. Ram was a farmer. Dash wanted to sell. He wanted to sell dash goats and sheep. His, yes, that is the right answer, his goats and sheep. So, he went to the market. There he sold all dash his animals to a rich man and got a lot of money. When he was going back to dash his village, right. 3 thieves, turn to page 116. 3 thieves stopped him. stop. Give us all. Dash. Yeah, you're right. Your money. Ram was very clever. He said, I'll give dash. What can be the answer? Yes, you're right. My. I'll give my money to the strongest of you. On hearing this, the thieves started fighting amongst themselves. Ram slipped away quietly. You see how clever this boy is, Ram, isn't it? Yes, you did this activity along with me? Yes, good. Now we have one more activity. This is the same as A. Activity B is same as A, so you can do this activity as your home task. Okay. Now on page 117 we have one more task where you have to fill in with words that has similar sounds but different meanings. You have to choose the correct word from the box and you have to fill. You can do this task along with me. The bird sits on a bough. B-O-U-G-H. Yes, that's the right answer. B. The squirrel has a long tail. T-A-I-L or T-A-L-E? Yes, you're right. T-A-I-L. C. I have to leave at 2. It's 2 o'clock. So it must be T-W-O. You're right. D. This summer's right. Yes, R-I-G-H-T is the right answer. E. I can dash the bird's song. Here. H-E-A-R. That's the right answer. F. Do you dash a secret? N-O-R-K-N-O-W. You're right. It's K-N-O-W. G. The king sits on the dash. Is that the first one? T-H-R-O-W-N or T-H-R-O-N-E? Yes, you're right. It's T-H-R-O-N-E. H. He is a school dash. Is it principal or principal? Yes, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. So most of you get confused in this, whether it will come, whether it is P-A-L or P-L-E. P-A-L is the correct answer. Yes, hope you would have done this exercise along with me. Now, the poem section is over. Now we will go with the prose section. Okay, here we have an interesting lesson about the scholar's mother tongue. Yes, are you all ready? Now have you all turned to page 118? Yes, we have an interesting lesson. This lesson talks about a pandit. You know who is a pandit? A pandit is a learned man. This man comes to the court of King Akbar. He comes and he told the king and the courtiers that he was very fluent with so many languages. He spoke with all the courtiers in different languages. The people in the court were astonished seeing his fluency. So the Pandit challenged. He challenged the courtiers that they should find what his mother tongue was. Many people tried their level best, but they couldn't. So now Birbal took the challenge. The next day, when the Pandit was sleeping, Birbal went to his room. Do you know what he did? He went and whispered and tickled in his ears with a feather. Did you know what he did? The Pandit got angry and he shouted some words. From that, Birbal understood that his mother tongue was Telugu. The next day, Birbal went to the court. He told the king that the Pandit's mother tongue was Telugu. The king was astonished. He couldn't control his surprise. He asked Birbal how he learnt the secret. Then Birbal narrated that he went to his room in the night and he whispered and tickled his ears. And he told the king that in case of distress or any difficulty, one would speak in their own mother tongue. That is how he came to know that the scholar's mother tongue was Telugu. As children, we have learnt about the language. The previous poem we learnt about the different language, and here we are going to talk about the languages where what all humans speak. Now, we have some activities. It's a reading activity where you have some questions. You can answer depending on the understanding of the lesson. You can answer the questions very easily. First question, who came to Akbar's court? Whom do you think had come to Akbar's court? Yes, you are right. A learned Pandit came to Akbar's court. You are right. Question number 2, what did he claim to know? What did he claim? He claimed that he knew many languages, isn't it? Yes, that's a correct answer. Question number 3, how did he challenge everybody? He challenged everybody to name his mother tongue. With that, we are finishing the 3 questions. And now we will move on to the next activity. Let's talk. It's a talking activity where you can do on your own. I'll just read the questions and you can answer it yourself. Question number 1, what is your mother tongue? You can write there in the given space. Tell the class a joke in your mother tongue. You can narrate a joke to the class. That will be a second question. Third question, do you know any other language? You can tell the class about the languages you know. You can narrate a joke in English and tell it to your friends. Okay. After the talking task, now we have a listening task. Children, you are very much interested in advertisement, isn't it? You run and come and watch the advertisement. What is your favorite advertisement? You have heard it, isn't it? Now, here we have a task where you will speak out the advertisement. You can act and you can write and you can also draw your ideas in the picture given below. In page 120, you have to do this activity and let this be a home task. Now, we will move on to page 121. You have to repeat the words along with me. Ask, busk, mask, task, scholar, school, scan, skim. Did you repeat these words along with me? Good. Now, we have some describing words. We usually pronounce the words like that ends with ed as learned, but many used to pronounce it as learned. So, here are some of the words which you have to pronounce it, speak aloud and check the words and then tick. So, you can do this as your personal activity. One is done for you. Accepted. So, you can tick the word. Now, we have the next activity as word building activity. Here you have an interesting activity. You need to have a small dictionary where you can make your a pocket dictionary of your own. After every class, you can find out the difficult words or the words that you have not come across, and then write it one side, and then find the meaning of that word and write it next to that. And like this you have to learn new words. Yes, I hope you will do this, learn new words. So, keeping that activity in the mind, they have given you a column where they have given two words, converse, tickle. So, find the meaning of the word converse and write the meaning, and you have to frame a sentence. If you know the meaning of that only, you can write the sentence. So, find the difficult words and write their meaning and frame the sentence. So, this you can do it on your own. Then we have a small task. When I say a small task, are you all happy? Yes. When you are happy, what are the words you utter? Hooray! Yes, we utter the word hooray. Yes, that is done in the book. So, we have 3 more columns there. Think about the 3 words that comes in your mind and write. Can it be Yahoo? Yes. Can it be bravo? Yes. One more word, I am leaving it to your imagination. Do fill that word there. And third activity, tick the right answer. So, depending on the understanding of the lesson, you have to tick the right words. So, refer the book and you have to tick the right answer. Understood? So, check the right answer and tick the correct, and you can check the answer with your friends. Now, moving on to the next activity, page number 123, you have a column. Okay? So, you have to fill the words. So, one is done for you already. Quiet. What is the right answer? Quietly. So, fluent, fluently. Angry, angrily. Sad, sadly. Fierce, fiercely. Gentle, gently. Done? Yes, good. Next, we have another match the following. So, here we have the nouns, we have to match that nouns with column A and column B. So, we have seen the word king here in the prose. So, keeping that in the mind, you can know, you can match column B. So, here we have king. What is the right answer? Courteous. Teacher,
students,
doctor,
patients,
bus driver,
passengers,
lawyer, clients, mother, children. Yes, I hope you have done this exercise. Now, we have one more game to play. On page number 123, you have 5 baskets and words are written there. Yes. So, you have to write these words. So, you have already learnt about article in your previous class, isn't it? So, use a and an and write the word there. So, I will help you to do one word, rug, a rug, a pillow, a bed sheet. Like this you have to go on doing the activity wherever you have words you have to do. If you do this exercise only, you can do the next exercise because that is the continuation of the other next one. On page number 124, if you want to do that exercise, you have to complete this exercise and then you can move on. Okay? So, here in the on page number 124, you have a paragraph, a small dialogue where you have to fill the words. So, here I will read, Nina, can I have dash please. What is the word that will fit in? Yes, you're right. I have an orange. Rahul, yes, here you are. Jivika, can I have dash 2? Dash a banana. Yes, you're right. Nikhil, no sorry, you can't have that. With this, we are finishing the dialogue section. And next we have some more sentences using the words from the basket. So, we did the basket exercise where you had to write the words along with the article. After writing that, you have to write the word here and you have to make a sentence using that. Rug, we have used the word rug, isn't it? You have to write the word rug and then you have to frame a sentence using the words. So, like this, what all the words are there in the basket, you have to write there and then you have to frame a sentence on your own. Make simple sentence, isn't it? Okay? Make simple sentence so that you will avoid mistakes. Now, we have some more questions there. Let's share unit. How did Birbal find out about the Pandit's mother tongue? We have already seen this question earlier. We saw that Birbal went to the Pandit's room and he whispered and then he tickled his ears and the Pandit got angry and he shouted out in his mother tongue. That is how he came to know that the Pandit's mother tongue was Telugu. So, you can write this answer because depending on this only you have the next activity. The next activity is about enacting the play. So, you can take the help of your friends and you can enact this play and you can show this to your class. Okay. Page number 129, we have an activity called the truth balloon. Yes. Suppose you are going on a camping holiday, what are the 4 important things you will carry with you? Choose from the tags attached to the hot air balloon. So, whenever we go out, we plan what all the things we have to do, isn't it? Like that, you can plan certain what all the things. Now, you can see the balloon and the tags there. So, taking the clue from the tag, you can write your preferences there in the column. It is very fun, you can do that on your own. Now, the last activity is about fun time. It is a very fun time here. You can have an activity, this is called as crossword fun. In India, it is a country where we have so many languages, isn't it? Your neighbors will be speaking in a different language. When you go to school, you have students talking in different other languages, they have different mother tongues. So, you must have heard some languages. So, collecting those information, you have to do a crossword fun and you have to enter it in the column, the right column. Question number 1, this language is spoken in Orissa. What is the language spoken in Orissa? Yeah, you are right, Oriya. Now, you have to do this on page 127. You have some columns there, you can find the columns there and you have to write. Question number 2, it is spoken in Karnataka. What is the language spoken in Karnataka? Yes, you are right, Kannada. Number 4, the people of Assam speak this language. You are right, Assamese. Question number 7, this language is used in Andhra Pradesh. What is that? Telugu, right. Question number 8, you can hear this spoken in Maharashtra. What is that? Yes, Marathi. Question number 3, the people of Kerala speak this language. What is that? Malayalam. Question number 5, is a major language of communication in our country. What is the language that is spoken in India? Yes, Hindi. 6th question, the language of the Goan people, is it Goan language? No, it is Konkani. Yes. Question number 7, this is spoken in Tamil Nadu. The answer is there in the question itself. Yes, you're right. Tamil. Ninth, it is widely spoken in Uttar Pradesh and elsewhere. What is that? Urdu. Yes, it's fun doing this exercise, isn't it? Now we are coming to the end of this session. Thank you.